Hey there, this is American Mutt, independent, also a member of the Holy Spirit of Humanity. Now, this is going to be one of my shorter videos because I kind of blew up on one of the film critics on YouTube, and it wasn't towards him. And I feel bad. It was Nerdrotic. Sorry, I missaid your name. And I do appreciate their show. They are funny. I'm a big fan of Critical. Dave Cullen, I think you might look more political. I'd like to talk to Dave Cullen. He's a smart one. But I do like film critics, so I feel bad because AI is going to replace them, replace movies, replace all that. And I got to grow up with some of the classic movies and shows. I'm a Whovian. And if you don't know what that is, I love Doctor Who until BBC decided to unalive Doctor Who. They destroyed the character because Doctor Who cares about race. Doctor Who never gave a rat's butt about what race, color, gender, any of that. See, Doctor Who just saved humanity and every other alien race. What are the ords? Male, female, neither. And the doctor helped save them. I think I said that right. You know, the creatures that carry the ball with their brain in it. If you're a Whovian, you know who it is. And BBC had to take the doctor and wipe their ass with the Doctor Who. And I will never forgive BBC for what they did to my doctor. I started out with Tom Baker. And if you know Tom Baker, he is the funniest doctor that ever was a doctor. And everything BBC became is everything Tom Baker was not. But for you film critics, because now I sent this to Critical Drinker, and I did mention it in Nerdrotic's site, the young ones. That's another one BBC erased. I don't know where to find a copy of it, but if you watch the young ones, it is funny as hell. It is not politically correct at all, critics. If you like Fawlty Towers, if you like Benny Hill, if you like, who else? Red Dwarf out of Canada. There were so many great comedies that Britain put out. So many great shows until they became diversity racist. You know, only certain groups get the job anymore, right? BBC, as long as they aren't white male. You know, diversity hire. BBC is straight out racism, right? No? Hire a white straight guy for doing your job, and then I'll say diversity hires are not racist. But you can't, because it's not diversity. Even though anybody with a lick of common sense can look up that white people are not a majority. They never have been. I mean, never, ever, ever have the white man been a majority. Early skeletons were found in Africa. The Roman Empire were olive-skinned people back then. There weren't a lot of whiteys. But that's not a diversity hire, even though white people are actually a minority, okay? You must hire Chinese because they only have 1.4 billion people. You must hire Indian because they only have 1.4 billion people. But don't hire white actors because there's only 500 million white people. Yeah, I know. People think white people are majority. Not even in the closest. Matter of fact, between North America, Central America, and South America, the American continents, we have 1 billion people. 1 billion. 3 continents, 1 billion. China, 1 country, 1.4 billion. India, 1 country, 1.4 billion. Yeah, we need diversity because Chinese aren't the most popular group or the largest group in in the world? They are. Or India. So let's get more diversity and get more Chinese and Indian. And I don't have a problem with Chinese or Indian actors. I don't have a problem with Chinese or Indian people. I have a problem with their government, all big time with their government. I don't really like slavery. I kind of want to end slavery. So China and India kind of screw with that ending slavery thing. And so do the Democrats and the Republicans. That's why I'm an independent. Kind of hate slavery. But I wish we could go back to a day where shows were created. I grew up with All in the Family. You millennials and Gen Z would literally have a heart attack if All in the Family was shown. The Dukes of Hazzard to you is a bad show because of painting on a car. Not that they help people. Not that they were actually a Robin Hood situation, that they were always helping the poor farms and the farmlands. No, no, no. A flag. And now BBC took my doctor and said, no, Doctor Who is a man. He's a man baby with all that power. And he needs to know your gender. Doctor Who don't give a fuck about your gender. Doctor Who gives a fuck about human life and alien life and all life. You could be a tree person and he'll save your life. But BBC couldn't have that anymore. The Doctor is evil. This really pisses me off. I am a bona fide Whovian. If you look on the back of my fucking Jeep, it says, don't blink. And if you're Whovian, you know exactly what that means. I have angels in my front yard. Okay? I'm a Whovian. Because the Doctor Who helped everybody. I don't remember ever seeing Tom Baker say, wait. What gender are you? What, the planet's about to die, but what gender are you? What's your political belief? What color are you? That's important to the Doctor. And no, BBC took the Doctor and killed him. Unalived him. So the BBC can totally fuck off. Okay? You destroyed the Doctor, and that is an unforgivable act. But for all you film critics, BBC used to be a lot better. Fawlty Towers, The Young Ones, Benny Hill. Canada used to be better. Red Dwarf. There's a couple Canadian ones. And I'm sorry, Kids in the Hall. I love Kids in the Hall. Great show. Oh, wait. We can't have that, Republicans. That was a bunch of trans. Matter of fact, Scott Thompson was my favorite. I can't say the word because I'll get barred. And even America, we used to have great shows like The Jeffersons, like All in the Family, like The Dukes of Hazzard. But no, we can't have them anymore because they're politically not correct. You don't have enough black people in the Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah. But it still was a family comedy. How about we go to MASH? MASH was out in the 70s, and they did more to help minorities, more to help all the communities than all you little fake people in Hollywood now. I always said, Gen X, we were the closest to heaven. We had Live Aid. We had Hands Across America. We had concerts where no one said, wait a minute, make sure you have enough black artists. Because we had Lionel Richie. We had groups like Aretha Franklin, Patti LaBelle. But then again, now we have to be all political. See, we didn't care if Freddie Mercury wore a dress. We didn't care if David Bowie wore a dress. We didn't care. We had great movies like The Labyrinth. But I do want to return to what I started this, because I do get sidetracked, because I get so pissed off seeing how the world is dying. But to Nerdrotic, I'm sorry I blew up on your channel. I do like your guys' aspects, and I hope you guys help push indie movies. Movies that real people care about. But critical, you gotta watch The Young Ones. That is right up your alley. And if you find a copy of The Young Ones, can you send it over to the American Mutt? I lost the VHS copies. And a friend of mine had all the Doctor Who's, and I mean all the Doctor Who's on VHS. He was born in 1963. His nickname was the Doctor, or the Who, and not after the band. Be safe, be strong, and you film critics, tear the BBC apart, because they unalived the Doctor. They turned the Doctor into a joke. And no one had the right to ruin the Doctor. Be safe, be strong. All you Whovians, you're definitely independents. If you love the Doctor, the original Doctor, before they went and tampered with the Doctor, then you are an independent, because, like the Doctor, we help everybody. Be safe, be strong, and learn a lesson from the Doctor. He told you, all life is life, and all life he will save. He even tried to save the dialects, the Cybermen. The Doctor didn't care about gender. The Doctor didn't care about race. The Doctor cared about life, just like every independent out there. So you film critics that are on the right or the left, it doesn't really matter. You can come join us. We can start returning the 80s, where music and movies were good, where we had concerts to help people, not tell people to buy EV garbage while we go to war with humans. Because for some reason these humans hurt you. Have you ever been hurt by a Palestinian? No. Have you ever been hurt by a Muslim? No. But you're supposed to dislike them and hope for their unalivingness, because they hurt you in no way at all. But your local politicians, they give money to the billionaires. They give money to their best buds. They'll send your kids to war while their kids go to their private schools, where they get these doctors that'll say, oh, they have a slight problem with their toenail and they can't join the military, like Donald Trump. Coward. Come join us in the independents. We'll return the greatness of movies, because us independents used to love movies. Oh yeah, one more, because woke is the thing. All you film critics, go visit a movie called The Crying Game. I want to know what your opinion on that one is. That one will show you how they should have handled this whole wokeness. Be safe, be strong. Come join us in the independent party. Let's quit the insanity, Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Republican. The world sucks. Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Republican. Our politicians are corrupt. Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Republican. And yet people still vote for what? Democrat, Republican. We can't break insanity when all we do is keep voting for insanity. So like one of my favorite bands, Sorry Bad Religion, you're not the top, nor is Stevie Nicks. The Ramones will always be the top band for me, because Joey believed in a miracle, and he always had something to believe in. Be safe, be strong, come join us in the independents, And go check out Joey Ramone or the Ramones video, Something to Believe in. And then you'll see what us in the 80s believed in. Be safe, be strong, and come join us.